Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio May 2, 2022. The Sun heads into your solar 8th house today, and will travel through this sector of sharing and intimacy for a month, until May 20th. There can be a stronger focus on emotional or material support in your life, power dynamics in close relationships, and personal development within. You crave deeper connections to people or projects in the weeks ahead. You have the chance to make lasting improvements to your life by going deep. It can be an excellent time for exploring a particular topic of interest in more depth. Your private world assumes more importance, and you notice the hidden elements of circumstances and people around you. Today, however, you might come to a satisfying agreement on broader issues with a significant someone. If your lover and/or romantic interest has been hogging the spotlight of your life as of late, things are about to change for the better. This is especially true when considering the Sun's shift into centrally driven Taurus and your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and collaborations today. Have you been depending on the opinions of others when it comes to a particular decision? The Moon's shift into Aries and your communication sector will enrich your mind with new perspectives, some of which may require you to put in work. But if the love is worth the squeeze, then, you know what to do. How can you stabilize your financial transformation? Today, the Sun leaves your opposite sign and enters Taurus, beginning a fiscally focused astrological season. Taurus season is the time to ambitiously work on your investments, loans, funds, and assets. You may feel more stable by paying off debt and adjusting the loans that you have. Now could be the time for you to solidify your retirement plan, like committing to a fund. Sales, mergers, and other lucrative opportunities could arise through work. Regardless of what happens, take a slow and steady pace when considering your options. A lot of activity could be taking place in your neighborhood today. If you live in a major city, perhaps a movie or a news event is being filmed nearby, and the crowds are gathering. Don't be too shy to go out and see what's going on. If you don't live in a major city, this could be something as innocuous as new power lines being installed. Either way, expect a lot of excitement. Enjoy your day. Your open manner is reflected in your private life, taking pleasure in talking to new friends and exchanging points of view. Your friendly attitude could turn spontaneous chats into long-term friendships. Your family is very satisfied with these changes and enjoys your positive charisma. No matter how clearly you articulate what you're looking for, no one seems to understand. Why don't your friends see what you see? And why is it taking so long for someone who meets your standards to come by? Connecting with those people you admire most, you cannot help but make it obvious you fancy them. Your honesty and charm provide you with a pleasant naturalness that helps you succeed, and you flirt in this way. Your tenderness and sensitivity lets you get away with this direct approach and make headway. Don't take no for an answer today. Know what you believe in and stick with it. There is a distinct advantage in holding true to your inner nature. Don't let others throw you off course with their views of how things should be done. Be confident and don't worry about taking things over the top. There is no such thing as excess on a day like today. The more the merrier should be your motto. Use the energy of this day to look for unconventional ways of handling things. This can open up whole new possibilities for you. This vibration enhances your ingenuity and, given enough time to approach things in a creative way, you may even surprise yourself. You are one of the most inventive personalities there is, anyhow. Allow the effects of the energy to see you make even greater strides. Be sure to brainstorm with others if you hit a block. Just days before Venus and Jupiter are due to return to your relationship sector, the Moon not only wraps up its monthly visit but will spend its final hours here aligned with the dwarf planet Eris, the warrior princess of the cosmos. After banking the reality checks from the Sun's recent visit and with a new starting point, the Moon can fuel your emotional and passionate responses in a way that brings a reminder of what you are fighting for when it comes to what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Just 3 days before Venus, the planet of love is due to return to your relationship sector. The moon wraps up its monthly visit, leaving you more emotionally engaged than just a few days ago. This is something you need to hold on to ahead of Venus' return, just as the stars align to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. If you're the type who loves a philosophical connection with someone, this is your energy. Connecting to people with different backgrounds will be made slightly easier today, and you'll be completely available and open to learning anything new at this time. There is also an element of heightened intuition, so don't be worried if you simply know some things that maybe you shouldn't. It only leads to more connection. Really try to see things from another's point of view while this astrological event takes place. There will be much to gain from it. Shortly after this, the moon squares the sun, which brings you even more clarity than before. Your perception is good enough to discern what people are truly saying to you, and it's even easy to understand the underlying layers. This would be an amazing time to pull some tarot cards for yourself as well. Take note of your insights now because they likely won't be as clear tomorrow. Your dreams are likely to have significant meaning too. Record them so you don't lose any important details. It's complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Find out more with a psychic love reading. Your communication skills and mental clarity could take a small hit when the moon forms an unbalanced aspect to Mercury later in the afternoon. If you've been working hard all day, now would be a good time to take a break and indulge in a healthy snack. As evening falls, you'll likely be in the mood for adventure and socialization. If you can swing it, try to make some plans to meet your best pals for dinner, and be sure to try out a place you've never been to before. We may question our choices and doubt our ability to make our dreams a reality. The sun is lingering within orb of luck planet Jupiter, suggesting that fortune is still smiling upon us. Although we have a vision in mind, we must now be more specific, further define our ideas, and give shape to what was once a purely ephemeral concept. We might struggle to verbalize our ambitions or clarify them on paper. Don't lose heart. Belief is still the guiding principle here. We don't need to get everything perfect, rather to guide our creations with a more deliberate hand. Following this, the moon trines Saturn, offering discipline. Our intentions can be further clarified when someone else seeks us out for guidance. The advice we offer helps another, but we realize in the process of delivery that the message is also for us. This is a good time to use traditional approaches or lean on the wisdom of those with more experience to help us make informed decisions. However, our loved ones may be unaware of why we are retreating into our shells, especially if they are unfamiliar with our past family dynamics or childhood insecurities. Communicating, even when difficult, will set us free. In the process, we will likely discover that we are shadowboxing a threat long since neutralized. This, or another's lack of emotional intelligence in the present, will help us to make peace with parting ways. Keep a journal to make sure that you're on track with your dreams. Creating a vision board can help. Noting what you want to change will be useful, but you might not be able to achieve everything on your list. You could feel a little stuck in life at the moment because every step you take forward is followed by a big step backward. Don't allow yourself to be anxious over your lack of flow. You'll start running soon. Just move at your own pace.